श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि न्यासा विंशति. Today let us enjoy the sixth slokam, where Swami Dasakam talks about the vaibhavam of prapatti, the glory of baranyasam, sharanagati, atmanikshepam, whatever name that we call. So in one side we have bhakti yogam, which is ghanam, which is heavy, which is difficult to follow. Difficult means it takes effort, time, patience, endurance, constant focus, contemplation of the Lord uninterruptedly, and kulam, jati, gender, all those are prerequisites. The other one, prapatti margam, is simple. One time you perform, the moksham is granted. So, and both would attain the same result. So we get a kind of skeptical. How is it possible? Do you think the one-time performance of prapatti sharanagati would be able to get us the same result which bhakti yogis get? And that is why this slokam is born. The glory of prapatti, the way it does wonders, and the subsequent slokams. Shanukroshe samarte prapadhanam rishibhi smaryate abhishta siddhyai loke apyetat prasiddham nacha vimatiha prekshate kwapi tantre tasmat kaimutya siddham bhagavati tu bharan yasa vidyanubhavam dharmeste yascha purve swakritishu bahudha stapayam chakrurevam. So here sanukrose samarte prabadhanam rishibi smaryate abhishta siddhyai. So here so beautifully Swami says in the previous slokam, he pointed out that those with shakti, with capability, can engage in bhakti yoga. Those who do not have that capability, that capacity, that endurance or patience to wait till next lives to complete the bhakti yoga, or not born in the kulam, whatever be the reason, can resort to prapatti yoga. Now, people who are not sure about the glories of prapatti, Swami Dasakam elaborates here. In fact, the bhakti yogam and prapatti are alternative towards a single goal, which is the release from the world of suffering. It can be effective only, and it is actually most efficacious, is beneficial. It grants us the moksham when the Lord Mukunda, moksham dadati iti Mukunda, Sriman Narayana, being the grantor of the reward, gets pleased with our performance of bhakti yogam or prapatti. The Lord is all powerful, sarva shaktan, and he is full of compassion, karunya. That is why Bhagavad Ramanujaya enlists all kalyana gunams of Perumal. Bhagavan means 6 gunams: Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Sakti, Tejas. These 6 gunas constitute the definition of Bhagavan. However, the byproduct of these 6 gunas, which are the other gunas of Perumal, Swabhavika, Anavadika, Desaya, Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Sakti, Tejas, Saushilya, Vatsalya, Mardava, Arjava, Sauharda, Samya, Karunya, Madhurya, Gambhirya, Audharya, Chaturya, Stairya, Dhairya, Shaurya, Parakrama, Satyakama, Satyashankalpa, Krititva, Kritagnyata, Asankheya, Kalyana Gunaganauga, Maharnava. So many Ananta Kalyana Gunaganauga, Maharnavan, ocean of Kalyana Gunas. That prapatti is a sure procedure to get Swami Perumal's karunyam to melt towards us. And we do find in everyday world instances, examples of one party surrendering, Sandakaran, Sakshikaran Kalla Vidardavada, Sandakaran Kalla Vidardu better. So when you just fall flat at any person, he would definitely get kripai arising in your heart, even if he is stone hearted. If it is the Lord who is Paramakaruniko Bhagavan, we can never comprehend his karunyam. So even non-Vaishnavites give credence to the Sharanagati, to an enemy, to the army, a judge, a king, a so on. We have many examples. If even that mundane examples do not inspire us, what to do? Nyaasa Vidya is one of the 32 Vidyas praised by the Upanishad. The Upanishads have given expression in clearer terms to Prapatti as a means of moksha. The Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, I am an aspirant of moksha. I seek refuge in that resplendent Paran Jyoti, the Lord who creates Brahma first and who verily delivers to him the Vedas, etc. He says, Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam, Yo Vai Vedam Cha Prahinoti Tasmai, Tamha Devam Atma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. The Taittiriya Narayana also praises Nyaasa Prapatti and says that the self is to be surrendered to Brahman with the Pranava mantra. The Kathavalli Upanishad, Swami Vedanta Desika quotes, frequently referred to by Vedanta Desika. It's not extant now, but he quotes along with the other Acharya that the secret mantra known as Dvayam, which enunciates the essence of Sharanagati, the Itigasam, Puranam, Pancharatra Samhita, they all uphold the observance of Sharanagati Prapatti as the direct means of attaining not only moksha, but whatever the individual desires. The Ramayana is regarded as the Sharanagati Shastra by Vaishnava Acharyas. It's a sacred work expounding the Sharanagati Dharmam, Vibhishana Sharanagati, the first Deva Sharanagati, so that Rama is born, Bharata Sharanagati, Sugriva Sharanagati. Everywhere, Vibhishana Sharanagati, Trijada Sharanagati. And in the Mahabharata and Bhagavata Purana, there are several episodes glorifying Sharanagati. In the Bhagavad Gita, which is part of Mahabharata, Lord Krishna mentions to Arjuna to observe Sharanagati as a last resort for attaining moksha, attaining God. If other harder paths of yoga such as Karmanyana Bhakti Yoga is found difficult. That's an important mantra called Charma slOkam, 18th chapter 66th slOkam, Sarvadharman Parityaja. So Prapatti, Vaishnavas, Sri Vaishnavas enunciate as an alternative means to moksha. The Lakshmi Tantra, Mahirbhujna Samhita, everything talk about extensively deal with various aspects of Prapatti. The Pasurams of Alvars have emphasized the importance of Prapatti. Nammalvar, who is regarded as the leader of the Prapannas, Prapanna Jana Santana Kutastar, has set an example by himself performing Prapatti at the feet of Lord Srinivasan. Agalagillen Irayumendra Alarmel Mangai Urai Marba, Nigaril Pugalai, Ulagam Mundudaya, Yanai Alvane, Nigaril Lamarar Munikkanangal Virumbum Trivengadatane, Pugolondrilla Adiyen, Un Adikid Amarndu Pugundene, Pugolondrilla Adiyen, Akinchanan. Swami Alavandar also mentions Sharanagati. Na dharmanishthosmi na chatmavedi na bhaktimantos charanaravinde. Akinchanaha ananyagatiki sharanyat utpadamulam sharanam prapatye. Great Acharya talks about I don't have karmanyana bhakti yoham. Akinchanaha ananyagatiki sharanya tutpadamulam. I am utterly helpless. I have no other refuge except you. In fact, when the Lord says, okay, the mother, without even anticipating the infant's cries, takes the baby and feeds the baby. I'm not like that. I'm the mother for everyone, the whole universe. And hence I cannot grant you just like that. And I'll be blamed for being partial, the Lord tells Alavandar. That's when he performs Sharanagati. And then he says, when a mother has 2 or 3 children, she feeds the crying ones first, the helpless one first. That is why Akinchanaha, Ananyagati, enak vera yaru illa. I'm like that crying and performing Sharanagati, oh my Lord. So give me first the food, the lotus feet. Prapatti Sharanagati is Bhuishtam te Namavuktim Videma, with a small step or effort of self-surrender. With a small step, the effort, little bit effort of Sharanagati, it grants the biggest. However, in addition to asking by words, it would be greater if just I fold my hands like an Anjali Mudra as a token of my Sharanagati, as a token of my affection, as a token of my Preeti, as my offering. Let me do that. Tadangrimuddishya kadapi ke nachite yata tatapi sakritkritonjali tadaiva mushnati ashubhani aseshataha subhani pushnati najatu hiyate. 28th slokam. He says, to your lotus feet or contemplation of your lotus feet, whoever, whenever, however, whatever time or manner, once, if he or she has performed the Anjali, playing obeisance, playing namaskaram with 2 loaded folded palms, at that moment itself the act removes all the sorrows, all miseries, and does him good and well-being with all sarvamangalams. And it grows further and further. In addition, the Anjali stands firm. What else can we grant to the person who is doing this Anjali? This is not even adequate for the performance of Anjali. The Lord is so Karuna Murti. Paramadayalu is so merciful that he melts Jalati iti Anjali. He melts at the folded hands and performing once that Sakrit. So, Sagrideva Prapannaya Tavasmi iti Yachate Abhayam Sarvabhudebhya Dadami Etad Vratam Mama. Rama tells in the seashore. If one says Abhayam, please, if one performs Sharanagati at me, whoever the Jantu is, I grant Abhayam to them. Each word of this verse is pregnant with meaning. Twadangri Muddishya, this gesture is meaningful only if addressed to the Lord. Anjali to all and sundry human beings or to lesser Idara Devatas would not bring the everlasting benefit of moksham. Kadapi, there is no time specification for Prapatti, Anjali. Unlike Sandhya Vandanam has to be performed only at the confluence of 3 sandhis, unlike Mantra Javam which requires purity of body and soul, unlike the Yagams and Yajnam which too are time specific, the folded palms and performance of Sharanagati, Bharanyasam, can be adopted anytime with absolutely no restriction. Makes no difference and the Lord is melted. Kenachit. And Kenachit means performance sacrifices is the prerogative of the Trivarnikas. Brahmacharis alone can perform Samitadhanam. Only males can imbibe and propagate the Vedas. Unlike all these restriction-bound actions, which are subject to constraints of Varnam, Ashramam, Anjali, Prapatti falls within the domain of everyone, irrespective of caste, color, creed, age, sex. Yata tatha vapi. Most of the karmas which earners merit have to be performed in a particular fashion. So, Sakrikrita, while most of the meritorious actions require repetitive performance, a single performance of Prapatti destroys all inauspiciousness and builds up all that is good for us. Umachi Kaikupi is what our parents tell us to do in our childhood, and it is that, and that's what their parents told them to when they in turn were children. As a tradition, we have been taught to fold our palms in supplication, in obeisance, in namaskaram, when standing before the Lord. What exactly does this gesture, which has been in use from time immemorial and is being passed on from one generation to other, what it actually means? Is it based on some scriptural authority? This refers to the gesture of supplication of Anjali. Be it Ramayana, Mahabharata, Purana, Acharya Sri Sukti, everybody talks about this. Swami Vedanta Desika has written a separate work on Anjali Vaibhavam based on this slokam. Jalati iti Anjali. The simple folding of palms is so potent that it completely floors the Lord and melts him down, making him abandon all idea of awarding, giving penalty for all our innumerable papams. Means who is referred to by the letter A, Akarartho Vishnu. So, Anjali Paramamudra Chipram Deva Prasadini. There are any number of good deeds which earn us merit and ultimately afford us liberation. But Anjali, the Prapatti, is the ultimate. In fact, this slokam, he gives so beautifully the description of the lines. Sanukrose samarte abhishta siddhyai prapadanam rishibhigi smaryate. The rishis in their smritis have referred extensively to people wishing to gain the fruits, the palan, who has compassion and shakti, seeking the refuge of those who has karunyam. Yetat loke api prasiddham. These rishi vakyams is well known to the people of the world from various shruti vakyam, itigasam, puranam. Examples are Sharanagati done by Kakasuran, Vibhishanalvan, Draupadi, Gajendran, Sugrivan, Trijadai. Sharanagati done at the feet of a Samartha Karunikan, capable of merciful one, Paramadayalu, will result in the winning of the desired result. Iha vimati qua api tantre nacha prekshate. There is no difference of opinion in any of the Shastras. Both the Shastras and Lokanyayam support Prapatti, support Sharanagati. Tasmat Bhagavati Kaimutya Siddham Bharanyasa Vidya Yevam Stapayam Chakruhu. Therefore, using this Nyayam, Kaimuti Nyayam, it is crystal clear in reasoning. That is, the Vaibhavam of Bharanyasam has been established by Purvacharyas, established by Nammalvar, Alavandar, Ramanuja in Sharanagati Gadyam. So, Dharmasteyaha Purvecha Swakritishu Bahudayevam Stapayam Chakruhu. Who are those that established the Smriti Pramanam, Shruti Pramanam? They were the Purvacharyas who established all this. And hence, they were well qualified to interpret the Pramanam. Bahuda Stapayan Chakru. They were well qualified to refer to the connections, the links, hyperlinks, and they were able to get in their Sri Suktis like Thiruvaimozhi, Stotra Ratnam, Chatusloki, Gadyatrayam. All these Purvacharyas have established Sharanagati done at the sacred feet of Sriyapati, that it will undoubtedly bear palan for us. It will definitely yield us the same fruit with the Bhakti Yogis get. It's all because of the grace of Perumal, Daya of Perumal, Paramakaruniko Bhagavan. It is He who is ready to grant us. He just needs an excuse. Adiyen, Dhanyosmi, Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline, Srimathe Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.